Okay, so to support this layer, what it takes to support and what are the needs for those two layers, let's say. So when we look on the more analytical side, on the developer, the power users, and etc., all of them look for easy to use tools. A tool is essential for these people to do their job. When we move on the other side of the spectrum, people are looking for easy to use self-service delivery of information. The person at the cash register of a retailer is not looking to get Excel and analyze information in Excel. They're looking to receive insight, some form of a report, a scorecard, or other form, a dashboard, that tells them right there in a simple way what is happening in the store. I was at a police department in the States, and the chief police came to me and said, do you think that my cops that sit in the cars, they analyze Excel sheets to determine where they are going to go? And he showed me an Excel sheet with crimes that had 20,000 rows and 100 columns. He said, you can go around the country, and if you find 3 cops that actually go and do pivot tables in this Excel sheet, you would say, I would bet my job on it. Well, they don't. They go by gut feel. So the whole point was, how can we give them information in a way that they are ready to consume in the car, easily accessible, trusted, easy to understand? That would help them do their job. Don't push them into something that's going to be difficult for them to understand. So when we look at this layer, actually, these guys here, they need integrated development environment, data quality tools, data integration tools, data discovery tools, and predictive analytics, ad hoc tools. All of these are tools that go in the suite of the advanced users in the business intelligence spectrum of users. When we move to this side, they need functional applications, something that is specifically developed for their role, that with a few clicks they can get the reports or they can see the dashboard information. Custom applications. Your role is different than the role of this person here. So they need a completely different way and different things to access information. So customize it. Make them feel that they are taken care of. When people buy cars, what do they like the most? Anybody would venture to guess? The add-on features. Oh, I can choose this, I can choose that. I can have memory for the seats, I can have dual heating system, I can have heated seats, and etc. People love that because it gives them a feeling that something has been tailored and made specifically and uniquely for them. The same is true about the BI space. The more you customize the application, the more people would adopt it. Guided ad hoc, easy to access. A few parameters like eBay. We're used to go to select from a couple of drop-down boxes and find the information that we need. And mobile applications, get it everywhere you need. In fact, what we're seeing is that 75% of the laptop users are actually just content consumers. What that means is that it's likely that those users would be equally well served by using a tablet rather than using a laptop. So once these users start to transition to tablets and the bigger phone called tablets, we would see more and more importance in the mobile apps. And that's a different philosophy. So if I go back and compare Windows versus the App Store, what's the difference? Windows had 7 tools, Excel, PowerPoint, Word, and etc. What is in the App Store? 500,000 applications. Why do people love them? Because they're easy to use. They're function specific. You get them because they do one thing, they do it very well, and they do it very quickly. So that's the difference. So if we want to deliver information here and people to use it, we have to follow pretty much the same principles as we follow in the design of mobile applications. So when we look here, we're looking on this side for really depth of platform capability, a platform that can deliver all of these things that we talk here. When we look on this side, we need also platform scalability, because we need to scale not to the 100 people, not to the 1,000 people, but to 5,000, to 10,000, to 100,000 and million people. And this is really where the battleground is now, seeing How do I scale my deployment of 100 analysts to all my 5,000 operational workers out there? And these people need very different things from the tools. They need performance metrics and dashboards. They need operational reporting and analytics. There are very few enterprises, believe it or not, that deliver operational reportings to all people out there in the field that make decisions. Status reports, alerts, and embedded analytics. These are very relevant to your customers. Many organizations are moving to the self-service. Instead of calling a call center, I would go to the website and get the report of the status of the service that I'm trying to consume. And benchmark, much more important for the suppliers, the magic of Walmart. Every supplier can go out there and see how they're doing compared to other suppliers. In fact, we have banking clients who did benchmarks for their business partners. So the people who use corporate payment cards, they can see how their spend compares to the spend of other people in the same category or in the same business. So the bank now is giving information to managers and to customers about how they manage actually their spending. Very valuable thing for customer attraction and customer retention. So the point here is that the platform should be capable to empower everyone to make decisions, so you can start gradually penetrating the information down to those two layers. My final point is, every year we look at the hype curve that's going on. And there are hundreds of technologies that are being hyped, and we run and we start adopting. It's not the technology that is hot. It's the information that you have and how this information can be used that is really hot and that what people want. People really want timely and relevant insights from the information that you collect in order to improve certain business processes or revenue generation processes. So again, my point here is we should not look at the technology itself because it's cool, because it's new, because it's raising interest, and analysts and other people are writing about it. But we should look at the insights that it can be derived from with these technologies, from the information, and who are the users that would benefit from those insights. So very quickly here, on the more analytic side, we see a couple of technologies that are beginning to proliferate. Predictive analytics. And again, I want to emphasize here that there are a few analysts in the enterprise that would build the analytic models. But if we embed those analytic models in operational BI, they would be used by everyone else. So again, the emphasis is that how you do it is very important in order to leverage this technology to change behavior right here. Data discovery tools. Again, they're tools that are very relevant for the analyst to quickly gain insights from the underlying data and systems. But again, the question is how that indicates that I'm running probably out of time. Data discovery would be leveraged again here. And Search BI. Search BI is becoming very interesting because it allows you to correlate and gain insights from data sources that have unstructured content. So very difficult area to access, but especially the social media is generating a lot of unstructured data that search can help us get insights from. The technologies that are really driving wider adoption are self-service, new self-service type of portals where the users can assemble the BI content that's relevant for their jobs. Big data and columnar databases. Columnar databases have an earlier start, primarily because they're very easy in some ways to maintain. They're schemaless, you don't need to design a data warehouse, and they deliver in very high speed in your existing application. So the growth of data is huge, and it's starting to impact the speed. And especially the people in this area are very intolerant to speed. If they have to wait more than 10 seconds, they're likely to abandon the report or the analysis altogether. So here is where columnar databases help us. deliver almost instantaneously information to those users. Social media analytics. We used to do surveys. Okay. And those surveys were done so you can see what's customer satisfaction. How do we measure overtime? Are we gaining confidence of the customers or no? Those surveys are difficult and costly to implement. Now we have a lot of real-time information in the social media about what people are talking about, how they feel about certain products, how they feel about our competitors. And all operational users practically, especially marketers, people who are driving, monitoring, and responding to marketing campaigns, product launches, and etc. All of these are highly valuable for these people to provide automated, highly scalable analysis of social media. Our partners care how their products do in our systems. They can see not only the numbers, how they sell, but they can also correlate these numbers of what customers talk about their products and services. I already talked about the mobile BI, very important, specifically for the content people. They force IT to deliver information in an easier to access and consume form on the mobile devices. They are the key driver for us to simplify the delivery so that these people can actually benefit from the information that we have. The embedded BI, again, is very important because it allows us to leverage very advanced analytic functions that these people don't have the knowledge and training to do, but still to get the insights from those advanced analyses. In fact, when I mentioned Jack Welch, he implemented Six Sigma, which is a very advanced statistical way of analyzing certain processes. But he delivered, embedded it in reports, delivered at the assembly line, and the beneficiary of the analysis is the assembly line worker who does not know anything about statistics and advanced statistical analysis, but they still get the benchmarks to improve the quality of what's going on the assembly line. And so, with this, I'm going to show a little bit about our customers here in Brazil. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to facilitate and help our customers to deliver more and more information to customers and suppliers by providing the right technology.